admitting when I was wrong, guys, but I may have been wrong about this one. Warning, we're just having fun. If you take stuff too serious, this channel may not be for you, buddy. Guys, I'm watching my back. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous, you ask? Well, a year ago today, it done popped up on the Facebooker that a year ago, I drug home that green Datsun from the junkyard. Guess that one. Y'all know which one it is. And y'all know what that ended up leading to. Oh, shit. Pimp down all the way. Turn in my coat, I'm done. Come on. Oh, I hope that was on camera. Oh, I'd make a snow angel, but I need a real one right now. Please send them down. Please. Probably the most played back scene of 2021. And y'all know we got a Datsun sitting right here. And guess what's supposed to be coming tomorrow? That's right. That old snow's coming back to see us again. Even that old fair weather stick right now, it's like, you know. And y'all know I just ain't cut out for that snow. Now there's a couple good, we're a little more prepared this year, guys. I'm a little more better equipped for the situation. Say it gets a little too cold out, perhaps. Maybe I need to start a fire. Well, I know how to start a fire. We can at least keep them hands warm anyhow. Let's say it snows 6 foot. At least I got 4-wheel drive now, baby. Now don't take this wrong. That old Torola, well, she does good in about everything. Boy, if you don't stand up straight and look your best for these people. Yes, sir, baby. You know good and well we got that 4-wheel drive. Probably not what some of y'all were picturing when I said 4-wheel drive, but I did a high-speed launch in the back and all 4 spun, so something back there's locking up anyhow. And though this baby is still full of that old rat poo-poo, well, she's a good one, guys. And if you ain't seen it, this was last week's Will It Run video. We had some fun with this thing. She's a damned old towing machine. If you don't believe me, just ask the mirrors. Boy, what in the demon carburetor we got going on here? Got dirt daubers. Oh, that's good right down there. She's a solid $1.80. If Mortsky was a good friend, he'd send me one of them scrapers he loves so much, but I ain't got one yet, so what's that tell you? All 4 spinning, baby! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yes, sir, and she's due for a makeover, and we're gonna give her that makeover. It just ain't gonna be this week. We're gonna have to wait till we get some stuff in, and well, till I feel like ripping open this bib pocket and spending that money anyhow. I did sample some Teener sauce right there though, and I like that pink and green. I ain't saying, guys, that a pink and green Puddin's Fab Shop logo's going on the hood. But I wouldn't be surprised if one ended up there anyhow. Not that I like seeing my logo on the hoods of these vehicles or nothing. Also, I'm not saying that I done designed a crane in my head and I plan on, you know, whipping around that flatbed and just picking up a bunch of heavy stuff. That probably ain't gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen. But none of that matters right now, because we ain't messing with her. We're back on box truck business, baby. Front end's about 85%-ish done, I think. I don't know why I'm shaking my arms. Back box has 2 sets of locking pliers and some 1x1 tacking her in place. We want to get her mounted. Start looking at the old rear suspension. She's running like the Roadrunner after chugging a 4 Loko, baby. She's just meat meat. We're gonna start with getting this box mounted. Now to get it mounted, we need to position it. But to position it, according to you guys, a lot of y'all, which I listen and I try to do my best here, y'all wanna see this thing chopped. It is a must have. We must have this chopped. We level with the roof, and we need the bottom of this on the ground. If we don't, I basically wear a skirt for a living. I may happen to find another box, and I may have happened to already cut it down. All right, we chopped the top. We've got our proportion correctly. Now I ain't done editing it yet, so that'll be its own little video we come out with. But you dang right, baby, we got one for her. See if we get this baby wheeled in here. Come on, you big old damn box. Come on now, work with me. Woo-hoo! I don't like admitting when I was wrong, guys, but I may have been wrong about this one. Boom, baby! What do you guys think? Guys, I chopped her down, okay? We got the Puddin's blue stripe added, all right? Got the logo on there, of course. You can see my custom fender skirt right there. That way the wheel's completely hidden. No ugly back bumper on there. We're sitting pretty close. Now some of y'all want to see her as a Uhaul, and I listen. Boom! She's dual purpose. I may have chopped it a little too much. We're not chopping it, guys. I understand what y'all's trying to say to streamline this thing. I don't think it's gonna look like a box truck. I don't think it's gonna look like anything. It looked like a 4 foot tall by 5 foot wide by 7 foot long block of aluminums on the back of this thing. Ain't a bed. It ain't a box truck. What the hell is that? Nobody knows. One, I think it would look plumb goofy, and that's coming from me. Now, if I think it's gonna look goofy, that's telling you something. 2, this thing's still gonna be plenty workable, guys. We can put a floor in this and still haul a lot of stuff. And anyone who knows me knows I use my vehicles as tools, all right? Every one of these is a working rig, so she's gonna get put to work. This ain't no show truck, y'all. I actually like the offset because that's how the box trucks look. They are offset. But this old back bumper, well, she's got about 3.5 inches before she hits the ground. So I reckon we can try dropping it till that back bumper hits. If I don't like it, we'll pick it back up. The old bumper could come down about 2 1/4. Well, I think she could come forward about 2 1/4. Apparently 2 1/4 is the old lucky number for today. Damn lowriders. Always got that hip hop music pumping and thumping. Sketchy. Crack said rejected. Well, she about tore up worse than them New Balances. I had all them wheel dollies hit up in this girl. Coming down. Come on. Whoa, Bitsy. Gotta love a good crack in the floor. We'll drop a looby dooby. That lube won't work because that ain't for pneumatic. Air tool lubricant. There we go. We're gonna hit this baby with a twofer. She'll hold till she doesn't. Getting fancy. Whoa ho ho! She is puddin-fied and good to go. She's all business. She ain't playing around. Here we go with the ratchet strap setup again, which I recommend to nobody to do in your shop. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and I'm desperate to get this box truck on the road. Just kind of sneak across here. Boom, baby. Boy, I'm about 2 heavy-duty gate hinges and a couple airbags away from making her a dump bed, ain't I? Front was mounted with vice grips. Did not think this one through. She's got an automatic door opener. Fancy. The bag's just tacked in with that 1x1. She's ready now. Whoop. Pretty good right there. Guys, every once in a while, you just gotta take that trip to Sketch City. So just in case there. So let's take a gander at these front mounts. We got our bed mounts right here already, guys. Used the back side of the factory one and just added some 1/4 inch. She's girthy and sturdy. We did them when we back half this whole thing, so if you ain't seen that video yet, check her out. I said we're gonna go 2 1/4, but we're actually gonna add a 1/4 inch, so 2 1/2. After we slice that, we're gonna cap it with a piece of 1/4 inch, so we need to take a little extra for her. That extra 0.25 will get you if you ain't paying attention. Oh yeah, where's my slice and dice? There she is. There went our beautiful mount we built before. There's one. There's 2. We're gonna pick up after ourselves as we go today, that way all this don't add up. I think our bolts are gonna kind of fall real close to here, so we're gonna drop down and give us a little radius here. We're gonna have to do a prettier job than my freehand version though. We need to drop down pretty far. One bite at a time, guys. We're just gonna slowly flapper her out till she's a half circle, guys. She's looking pert near like crap right now. She ain't perfect, guys. Better than building that whole mount again though. She's basically ready for SEMA. Looks about like half the stuff there anyhow. Let's look at capping these. 1 3/4 wide, 2 1/4 long. Look through old scrap here. Gotta keep a good scrap cabinet, guys, for all your odds and ends. Because sometimes, just every once in a while, jackpot baby, you may get lucky and find you a piece that just works for you. She's about 4 5/16, so if we cut her in half, boom baby, 2 pieces we need. Use our old friend speed square. Whoop, 2 inch wide, so we're gonna mark a 1/4 inch off of her. But this is where we're gonna put a little manipulation on the situation. We're gonna add some radiuses to this girl. There we go, guys. That radius, we're gonna let her favor the inside since I think our bolt's gonna favor the inside. Then maybe we'll end up with a little extra strength there, you know, a little heavy duty, extra reinforcing high strength mounts. She's gonna sit like that there. Gonna check her for side to side for 0. Because somehow, I don't know how, but somehow, on all this broken concrete, we happened to park this baby in the one good spot that was level. Sometimes you're better being lucky than good. I done told y'all that. Now, once you like it, just do some welding. Now that we added a 1/4 inch back to that baby, well, we got the 2 1/4 inch haircut we were originally after right there. So I ain't crazy about how these look, but it's a lot better than rebuilding them. They're gonna look just fine tucked up underneath that box when we're doing a $120 down the interstate. Aiming for a 2 inch gap, so we're gonna trim this one just a hair. Make her match right here anyhow. Not today, devil. We don't want her playing no game of Twister with the old death wheel here. That was all eagle eye, baby. Good thing, too. Don't follow that old crooked line I drew. Match that other side. Twinsies. We're gonna use that old ballpark method, and I'm gonna ballpark about 41.5 here. I was gonna kind of get me middle of here and middle of here. Measure an inch over on this side and mark it. Measure an inch over on that side and mark it. And she happens to ballpark right there at 41.5. Y'all know I like them steppers from the old Harbor Freight. These old steppers ain't scared to step off in anything. Kind of like me in these New Balances. They're also durable and cheap, just like me. Reckon we'll put a 1/2 inch bolt, so we need to step her out just for a little leeway. Time to get the old Christmas tree out on her. Gotta hit her with the flip trick. Yeah! Hi, them little shavings get hot, y'all. Old girl's dusty, but she's trusty because she loves me. New mount's looking good. Now very quickly, we can just set that down over here, square it up, mark where we need to mark on that, pick it back up, drill those out, and then from then on, we'll have good mounts. Guys, this is nuts. I'm gonna have a refreshing water if that's okay with you guys. Hell, I may even spice her up a little bit. That's victory Pedialyte. You wanna know what my victory is? Well, thanks to you guys, my video that I posted yesterday, 20 hours ago, just hit 100,000 views. Are you kidding me right now? 100,000? Is this real life? Say it ain't so. Somebody pinch me, I must be dreaming. Guys, it's a little over a year ago, I'd celebrate when one hit 3,800 views in a week. Now obviously guys, I've had videos hit 100,000 views, but never in a 24-hour period. So, thank you guys. That means nothing in YouTube land. It's just kind of been a personal goal that y'all just helped me obtain. That make you want to hug your Christmas tree. Bring it in. Celebration's over. We set higher goals. We get back to work. She gets stopped on a crack. You hit her with a power thrust. There we go. If your power thrust don't work, backwards booty bump will always get it. See? Sometimes you just gotta hit her with that old dead blow. When you hear stuff popping, good time to quit pushing your luck. But you don't do this, okay? No, sir. This is strictly for the professionals. Drop the booty of hair, guys. We're real close here. And underneath here, I'm just gonna have to square her up till she looks good. This box truck frame, well, she's pretty snug to our frame we built here. Told y'all, better to be lucky than to be good. We didn't even build that back half for this box, and sometimes you're just lucky. Got that locked in place. Do some cross measuring back here from somewhere off your box to your frame, and well, vice versa. She's dead money right now, guys, so we're gonna mark her new holes underneath there. That's gonna close that old gap up pretty good. What do you think, baby? Like it? Hot Rod don't like this truck, she done told me.
Yes, I do.
She's lying to you guys on camera.
I'm not.
She done told me she didn't like this one.
I do like it.
Oh, she's sassy. Those little shavings are hot. Heaven forbid we get some gloves on or something. There we go. Guess what, guys? Them metal shavings, well, they ain't any cooler on this side neither. Got both them drilled, got us some bolts here. We should be able to drop that, line her up with that. The front should be good to go. Boy, howdy. It's almost like she's meant to go there or something. Shut the front door. I think we need to go buy a damn old lottery ticket, guys. To set the old box, I thought maybe we'll take the angle finder and just see where our rocker's at by chance. Now, how in the big enough crack to cause an earthquake did we hit 0 again? I don't know, but I told you, and I told you, and I'm gonna tell you. 9 out of 10 days of the week, you're better to be lucky than good. So as you can see, her hiney might be a little high in the back. Kinda has her dog legging it, you know? You just lower it till you like it. She says 0 on the trim. She says 0 on the roof. She's probably pretty close, guys. For some of you, the orange stripe has to be at the top of the cab, people. We pert near hit that goal. Boy, howdy, I bet that bumper gives that old concrete a smoochie. As long as them smoochy kissing concrete calculations are correct, that's as low as we're taking the box, guys. That's where I draw the dropping it line. I think she needs to go down in the back, guys. I give a damn what that angle finder says. I never write off my eagle eye. Guys, the eagle eye never lies. We need to go lower in the back. My eagle eye's wrong and the level's right and we're down too far, well, we can always shimmer up and get her level. But if the level's wrong and my eagle eye is right and we're too high, well, you can't just unshim a hard mount, can you? Oh, telling y'all that eagle eye is never wrong. Video ain't gonna show the difference. I'm telling y'all, that little boop boop we just gave her in the back, she looks better. Start looking how to mount her back here. That's where one mount was. Of course, that side matches. We're gonna connect this frame up to that frame eventually, guys. So we could mount off there for now. She's pretty close to that frame right there. Sure would be crazy if we could take that piece from the mount earlier and just sit her there. Well, boy, howdy, looky there. There she is with a bolt in her. I'm gonna quit beating that old dead horse about being lucky. So I'm just playing there, guys. We could make them work, but our bolt holes are gonna be a little off, so we'd have to slot that this way. I figure by the time we do that and we clean up where I tried to cut them with a beaver there, we might as well just make some new pieces. But this right here is what we're basically after. Oh, she may be perfect. Pert near. Let's divide her by 2. She's a 5-incher, so we're gonna knock her in the middle at 2.5. Perfect. Drop down this side 3/4 inch. Let's go forward there 3/8 of an inch, perhaps. Just maybe. Let me trim her down, see if I like that. Gets her every time. Went a hair too far with our cutoff wheel right there. Or did we? Little grinding and the old world will never know. Little grinding, and she's pretty as can be, guys. Now, we're gonna set this up against our frame, so we're gonna cap this top because we need to be close to the frame. But let's say you just needed to really reach out there. Well, then you turn something like that sideways and you got the extendo reach on her where you could drill you a whole way out here. Scrap tubing, a little imagination and a grinder, you can build mounts in all kinds of which ways. Look at this piece we took off here too. You can do the same kind of thing. We could have a mount right there, weld her up, drill you a hole, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Cut us a couple squares to cap them puppies. See how I did here? Oh yeah, baby. That baby's like a piece of paper with some corkboard behind it because I'm about to tack it. She was glowing orange, y'all. These chimichangas need to cool off. So as they do that, I drop 2 bolts in these holes down in there. From the outside of that frame to the center of that bolt. Well, she's about 7/8 of an inch, and the passenger side just so happens to match, so we must be doing something right. So we need to find center this way and then come from this back side out here about 7/8. If you ain't got you some bibs yet, you gotta get you some bibs. Where else do you keep your spring-loaded punch at? Drilled it where she's got a little shim ability too. Uh-oh, the Amazon man's here. Wife's been back at it again. The Amazon might as well put one of their fulfillment centers in my damn backyard. You hear me, Amazon? It'd save you on money, on gas money. Okay, you'd already be here, no more delivery. And then 2, it'd keep me from doing burnouts and sliding corners and terrorizing my neighbors. I think we lost our clutch. Let's try her with some magic sauce, maybe it'll help. Maybe hell, I can feel that baby shifting gears through that metal. Boom, baby. In my professional opinion, I'd definitely say we have a decent start to mounts here. We'll get some at the back and we'll connect all that and probably do one in the middle somewhere. And she'll be ready for all of her heavy duty hauling. I reckon we can set her down and see what she looks like. Well, we're gonna have to build jack pads off this thing where we can get it up and wiggle those out. Boy, I'd hate to be the guy changing a flat tire on that unit. Y'all have no clue how much work that was to get her down on the ground and woo, woo, woo. Oh, baby. Y'all wanna see that? I think she's perfect now. Just perfect. Oh, you dang right, baby. Looking good. I still got a little offset, so I'm happy. But holy can crusher, look at that. She looks good with that old bumper on the ground. Dang, girl, you're looking good. She definitely needed that gap closed up. Sucking them together just made you look better. But at the same time, I think seeing that bumper on the ground really helps with the overall effect. And like I said, still offset enough for her. Guess what? You can tell it was a box truck, guys. I want people to know it was a box truck. What I'm telling you is she is now perfecto. I guarantee you that's where she's gonna stay. Because I ain't building mounts again. I'll build some additional mounts, but I ain't building no new ones. Now speaking of mounts, if you don't like where I mounted her, how about I get this New Balance and mount it somewhere, huh? Don't lie to yourself. You know you love it. She looks good, guys. She looks good. Boy, what could we need a little winch for? Definitely not a crane on the back of a Toyota. Hey guys, we got her mounted. We'll be back on it in the morning. Man, oh man, that old snow ain't hit yet, but another sign of bad things to come. This popped up on my Facebooker this morning. Yes, that's that old Datsun where well, that was my front yard. I drove her into the front yard because she was like a foot deep with snow. Bad things are coming, y'all. That's the fair weather stick. Before we pull this baby, we need to find center of our wheel well. That way we know where to put our axle back to. Very important. Have center marked here. From the trim there to center is 35 and a half. Back of that cabinet, that trim's 8 1/4. That's our golden number right there, guys. We take box off, we set the axle right there, positioned off the back of the cab, and when we put her all back together, boom, she's gonna hit perfect. Guys, guess who don't even have a cherry picker? If you guessed me, you nailed it. Using real fancy technology again, guys, our ratchet strap, vice grips, and wheel dollies. To start setting up that rear stuff, we need our drivetrain in place, guys. Guess what's hid underneath the old magic blankie? There we go. Let's go out back. What do we have here? Whoa, baby. Let's huff this old 5-speed inside here. Woo! Yeah, I know what you're thinking. For that big old box, you better get you a 3-speed. Better keep that 4-speed and drop you some 596 gears in the rear. That 5-speed may work, but you're gonna have to build your big old air deflector. Guys, here's the dealio. I believe, now, I'm not an expert on these Datsun transmissions. Don't know diddly about them. Now, Google said that these 5-speeds have a taller first gear, but in turn, your remaining gears sound so professional. Thus causing your remaining gears to be closer together. That for us could be very beneficial. When I had the 4-speed in her, first gear's pretty well worthless, and then when you'd make it to 3rd gear, that SOB was longer than a Monday. 3rd gear would take you from 30 miles an hour to like 65 miles an hour. Y'all probably think I'm playing and I'm not. 5-speed it is. I've had this on stealthy standby. Check our old pilot bearing here. She's snug. This one looks a little worn out. Old scrap cabinet delivers again. We're gonna use the bread trick. Now whole wheat works better as it's a denser bread. Sounding all technical again. So I will install precisely that much bread. Got old Professor Puddin back. Continue to insert bread until you feel the whole cavity. Once it is hard to press, take your insertion tool and a heavy motivator. Next, you want to give her some love taps. Thus creating more room in your cavity, which you will install even more bread. These babies are prescription, but they're hard to see through. We ain't got her to move yet. She's still blowing bread out. Come on. Oh yeah, boom baby. Ma, he's just swinging away with that hammer at a loaf of bread. It ain't doing diddly. Or is it? Right there she is. We're doing hydraulics here, guys. You put that bread in there and you start smacking that bread's only gonna compress so much before something's gotta give. And what it eventually does is it pushes that bushing clean out of there. Hydraulics. Dig out that old bread there. Got her all cleaned out, ready for a new bearing. Glad she decided to work with us. I was about to hit her with the crust where she knew I wasn't playing no games. Get her new one in. She matches a 1/2 inch deep well pretty good. There we go. Good enough for me. When I start building show trucks or come down with a case of I give a damn, so I'll let y'all know. It's a perfect day for some Pot County paint and body. It's only 27 degrees out, so it'll set up. No half butt restorations around here. We get the edges too. Damn paint's running. Yeah, it ain't nothing like you people, you up north ends work with, because you know that way is north. damn negative 20s, 30s, whatever, and trucks rusted plumb in half that are 4 years old, y'all can have all that. Yes, sir. I'll be down here sipping a Starbucks, waiting for my paint to dry. Y'all can have all that. Had this baby surfaced not too long ago, and I forgot to keep spraying her down with Looby Dooby, so now she's textured for ultimate grip performance. Dang! Tight fit. There we go. Be sure to store your bolts down there for the last quarter of the year. Just gonna give these a drop of blue. Torque and torque sequence is very important, so get the ugga-dugga. Hit her in star pattern. Then you go back and really give her the whammies. Only works if that battery's on 2 lights, because then if you got to take it apart, put your battery with 3 lights, you're good to go. Clutch on. Them pressure plate bolts. Little pressure plate on here. Now these are the ones you really want to smoke. You check her more than 3 times and you're playing with it. Lube them, got our pilot bearing on here. You definitely want to do this. You definitely want to do that on a roller, you know, where you can just chase yourself. Oh man, look how that leveled out with that transmission on there. Not too shabby. I don't want to have to separate these again. Should have thought about this before. Hopefully I can stab them in the truck. These are plumb filthy, guys. Let's go out back. Did a little digging until I found what we were after. That's a little cleaner than that. Definitely got this all in our way. Hopefully she'll wiggle worm down in there. Oh, baby, been a good time to have a nut. That took about 3 times longer than it should have. Between lack of hardware and brain farts. I forgot how much these motors lean. So I thought they were backwards. So I swapped them, then swapped them, then swapped them, and I may have swapped them again. She burnt me out to the point I don't even want to touch it anymore today. I think there's only one thing that'll cheer me up. That's enough terrorizing the neighbors for the evening. We'll be back on her in the morning. I'm in about a 10 times better mood now. Who would have thunk it? I got on the anti-slip boots for today. Oh, shit, hip down. Yeah, we don't need that happening again. We only get 1 decent snow a year here, so I gotta enjoy her. Apparently that door was open a little bit. Oh, not the tow roller. Oh, snow is 2, Puddin 0. Yeah, old door's frozen a little bit, I'd say. Got me good. I'm sure some of y'all probably think I staged that because I was doing the, oh, snow's coming, you gotta be scared. Guys, I just moved that thing from out there by the road up to here. I'm just lucky enough sometimes that the universe works with me here and does dumb stuff for me to just make these videos complete. All we have is 2-wheel drive, so I thought in case of emergency, if we gotta leave, at least this will be up here. So y'all's nuttier than squirrel poop if you think my emergency plan was to make my family sit in the snow. She's basically got the pot count detail special going on for free $99 this morning. Now that we evenly distributed that snow throughout the vehicle, as she warms up and melts, we will get a thorough cleaning from front to back. Hey, that dually felt like it would get stuck on damn new pavement with a brand new set of Michelins on the back yesterday. I barely made it up here, so the tow roller, she cruises on through, guys. I may have bought something with a truck that I ain't shown y'all yet. Everyone says you're an idiot till you're the only one in Pot County with a snow bike. Oh yeah, baby. Like it was meant to be. We're about to change her damn name to the snow roller, not the tow roller, baby. She's that damn snow for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Guys, this is not a snow drift. You're talking about record-setting 2-foot deep snow that thing's just ripping through. Now, speaking of ripping, well, Dad's about to let old Hot Rod just rip through the snow in the tow roller. I ain't got nowhere good to rip on that bike, guys. We ain't got enough hill. You know, Dad spends a lot of time in the shop or editing or doing merchandise stuff, and the girls are home on a good snow day, so Dad's gonna play in the snow, enjoy a little time with the family. We'll be back on this thing in the morning. We are absolutely in no way tracking to even get started on the back suspension. Part of it, guys, part of it. She was fun while she lasted anyhow. Figured out how the door got left open. Let's just say them girls were playing some hide and sneak. Them kids will get you every time. Take a gander at the old cross member here. Oh boy. That baby had some Pot County precision back in the day, didn't she? Oh man, guess what? I'm leaving it. There's every reminder of where you came from. It's right here. Every example of crooked cutting, reusing rustic metal, and having to whip that stick off the old cracker boxes right here. Due to safety reasons, there ain't a lot I can leave on this truck to remind me of that. In a year or two, when I convince my wife we need to adopt a little boy, and if he ever has any self-doubt in his life, I can say, hell, why don't you go put that old Datsun King delivery rig on the lift and look at that first cross member Dad ever built. I'll say, boy, if you can bounce back from that, you can bounce back from anything. I'm not grinding it. I'm not carbiding it. I'm just installing it. Shout out to old Datsun there. Old 5-speed bolted right in, no wallering required. Got our little 4-cylinder in. that old 5-speed in. I ain't gonna have enough time to get into the rear suspension, so I think our best bet to make some progress is to actually look at finishing mounting this box. So U-Haul was nice, and well, they full tied that old big back bumper to that factory frame good. There's a piece of our air hammer. Try to get this mess off here. Look at that crap. She's still a little spicy. There's number 2. She got a little messy underneath here. Just get all this great wiring out of here. Missed one piece here. There we go. Oh, she's a little floppy now. I think this bolt on each side is all that's holding that, which ain't no big deal. We can drill a couple holes and add a couple extras. Hell, I ain't scared, baby. Looks a whole lot better with that mess out, and luckily we didn't tear up any of our mounting brackets. Yes, sir, I was a sharpshooter with that old plasma this time. You ready to slide this truck under? You ever have one of them days? I'm having one of them weeks, not even days. Put a cross member how I want it. I need to pick this box back up where we can unbolt some stuff and then bolt in some new stuff, then drop it back down. If I want to extend the frame, I need to pick the box back up where I can extend it to get it ready for mounts. Boy, I know I like to fire from the hip, but my hip fire ain't working very good today. I'm losing my mojo for this truck, y'all. And that ain't no good. You can't lose the mojo. When your brain don't work just like mine, just be sure to protect it with a new Puddin's Fab Shop trucker hat, located at www.puddinsfabshop.com. Y'all's been asking, and I've been ordering sample after sample after sample. I finally got some hats that I am happy with, guys. She fits pretty good. Hell, I think she looks pretty good. When your video's sucking and you can't figure out what you want to do next, just plug your hat, all right? Safe bet. We got some Richardson 112 hats in the works too. I know what I need to do, guys. I need to step away, not from the project as a whole, but I need to kind of write me maybe a guideline perhaps. I need to stand back and go, okay, if I'm gonna build the floor like this, where could a mount go? How do I want to extend the frame? And where's the rear suspension gonna go? Kind of look at everything as a whole, where I quit doing taking the box on and off, basically. For me to keep this baby moving in motion, I need to write us a little guideline so we keep her flowing like an ocean. That way, me and this old Datsun can rekindle our fire. Not that fire. I need to build the rear suspension. That's going to get me excited about her, guys. I know it is. So instead of worrying about taking this box on and off about 12 times, I'm going to plan accordingly and roll into just building some rear suspension where I get excited about her again and I'm not just out here kicking snow. Now, speaking of kicking snow, them girls are just out here playing again, and well, I think Dad's in play mode again. Well, I did not get much done. Now, I am glad to get that box mounted where y'all can see how good that thing looked with the bumper on the ground and that gap closed up. But yeah, this video's a little weak. She definitely ain't my best. Guaranteed not to hit 100,000 in 24 hours. But I appreciate you guys understanding I'm only human, and we're gonna re-attack this thing. We're gonna attack it good and get some rear suspension built next. We're gonna extend some bob bed frame where we can get some mounts done on the back. And once we have this baby as a roller, well, we'll just go from there. Hats are on the website, all our stickers. We still got some t-shirts, guys. We got stuff on the way. I've got all kinds of new stuff in the works. I appreciate the constant support from you guys on that merchandise. If anyone's purchased merchandise, if you have any problems, just email us. We've had a couple people like file PayPal cases or something, and all you gotta do is get a hold of us, guys. If you guys had a problem, we'll take care of it. So, I'm gonna go play in snow. I'm gonna clear my head. And don't forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. And neither will snow. Unless your project is to pull kids around behind the snow roller on the hood of old Yeehaw .5. Then you may finish your project. See, my torque wrench is broke.